Hello, hello! Watch out! Europeans on site! Take out your binoculars, let's find out who these teams are. Starting with the home nation, a quite overlooked one, I gotta say. Aleksandr Selevko was truly the best thing that happened at Euros last year. I remember watching him in 2018 and thinking that he had a lot of charisma, and then he dropped off, and I also did not follow. So when he came back to my radar, it was such a surprise. He had always been so inconsistent and finally getting everything together last year in a beautiful story, becoming the first Estonian man to medal at an ISU event, not even in figure skating, in an ISU event. It's crazy and it was lovely. His brother was quite the opposite. He had a horrible short program, but this season he is the Estonian champion. The Celeb Bros have something to prove. Sasha needs to prove that last year was not a fluke, and Mikhail needs to prove that it was a fluke. On the female category, we have Nina Pinzarone. Tell me I said that right. She was 16 in Worlds, but she was 9th in Europeans. This team has very good performers. Even if they mess up their jumps, their performances are usually quite pleasant to watch. Even Arlette Levandi, who is, I want to say supply so bad. The first substitute, that's what I want to say. Substitute. I like the team. I think they have a chance. They just need to get the shit together. This next team. I don't like this team. Georgia. Nothing personal against Georgians, but their skaters are not lovable. Talented, yes. Lovable, no. Anastasia, I only switched to Georgia because I was not making the Russian team. Luca, I cannot control my temper, Berulava. And Nika Eteriboyegat. Like I said, very difficult to root for this team. But praise where it's due. Medalkina Verulava have a very good chance of winning Europeans. Sadly for me, they also have one of the best short programs of the season. And they are a talented team, what can I say? Gubanova is also very talented. She has very pretty lines. But the judges are not on her side. Well, they have never been on her side. She won Europeans 2 years ago with the worst programs that I have seen from her because she has very good programs usually. She could place high, but she's very inconsistent. Nika is the opposite. He has little charisma and bad lines, but he has the right political backing. The Eteri bonus continues. Who was the last Queen of Europe, you might ask? Loena Hendrickx. She withdrew from 2 of her Grand Prix events, yet she never cited an injury. She just stated she needed more time to prepare. Her last few programs have been a complete miss for me. They just lack the pacing. Being Latin American myself and seeing someone dance to reggaeton and then have a salsa costume, it's a bit unnerving. I'll continue pulling for her as long as she gets better programs. She deserves them. Nina Pinzarone is an enigma. National champions without competing in nationals. Small Fed drama alert. 3rd at Europeans last year, 15 at Worlds. Freak accident last year by falling down the stairs and getting sporadic nosebleeds? That was a scary time. I don't know why anyone would let her skate. It sounded dangerously like a concussion. 4th and 6th in the Grand Prix circuit, but she hasn't been looking her best. Kimmy Repond, on the other hand, Swiss team, here we go. She was a time violation away from medaling at the Grand Prix. She was 5th at World last year. Not bad at all. I don't love her technique, but she has a great chance to win. Livia Kaiser did also very well last year, 4th at Europeans, 9th at Worlds. But she could be a surprise. Lukas Richke. I feel like I keep saying his name wrong. Interesting use of sign language in his free program. This season has been rough, though. I have been very surprised that he was not able to medal at any of his Grand Prix events. The men are just falling apart. I really hope that is not a mental thing. Last year he could have easily medaled and he just bombed his free. Look up! There comes Team Germany! 2-time Grand Prix final champions! Fabien Hasse and Volodin are the only ones who can save us from Medelkina Verulava winning. Like, let's be real. Gorgeous pair. Strong performances, great elements, they have everything to be European champions. They are shaping up to be world champions this year. Consistency is a key element in figure skating, and they have been really consistent. Except from the time when an ant tackled them, but let's go, Miniki! The forever injured Annika Hock and Robert Kunkel, I like them so much and they just can never make it. Please, oh God, give them a healthy season. Plus, in the men's event, we have Nikita Starostin. His costumes are always top-notch. Don't you dare disappoint me this year. For the strongest flogs out there, we can see France and we have Italy. France is at its strongest in the males event. two-time last place at the Grand Prix final Kevin Amos, and Adam Slejinfa. Both have great shots at making the podium if not winning, but I still have to say it, men are men and they will all do whatever they do. Actually, both qualified to the Grand Prix final, but Adam had to withdraw because he is injured, just like everyone else. Men has been very hard to watch this season. Backflip incoming! We really need to establish concussion protocols. Not gonna lie, I was kind of looking forward to watch Luke Economy the skate. And now I'm sad. Well, being truly honest, I really like the male team. I watched Sammy skate last week and I really like it. I like Francois. I have never seen Javier though. The only person that I don't like, well, you know who it is. Lauren was a nice surprise last year. She was 5th last year, but the Grand Prix series was a bit of a lackluster. Leah Serna has been the lackluster. She just cannot get it together. She needs a very good psychologist or just a change of coach. She needs to do something about it because she just breaks apart. The recently returned Kovalev are very campy, so it can get funny. I don't think they are medaling, but they are still in the mix. The Italian team is peaking at the right time. They are probably the federation with more chances to get medals. I might continue not liking their programs when Conti and Machi, silver and gold in their respective Grand Prix events, 4th at the Grand Prix final, winners of the Gala exhibitions. If they don't medal here, it's gonna be a disappointment. My favorite Italian team, Rebecca and Filippo, always with great programs. I really like them. They just are so inconsistent and their side-by-sides are so bad. Praying for clean programs. Caldan and Maglio are a new team. Well, not a new team, but they are new internationally. And I'm very sorry if this is not the first time that we see them internationally. I don't remember you. The most important thing that Team Italy needs to do is keep the 3 spots alive. Mr. Etari fanboy, who forgot to take his doping test 3 times. And who also has a very good shot of winning Europeans. No! Matteo, I need you more than ever. Matteo is the person that the Italian Federation should be backing, but they just dropped him because of his inconsistencies, but he did not forget his open tests. He was there at Europeans last year, but he had to withdraw from Worlds because of a hip injury. He had a surgery, if I'm not incorrect. Nikolai Momola, my mom's favorite. He's really beautiful to watch. His height is both a blessing and a curse. Nikolai was 2nd in the free skate in Grand Prix de France this year. Matteo and Nikolai are very strong contenders for the podium at Europeans. But you know what I'm gonna say. But I'm gonna miss my man Gabriel Frangipani. I think he's very passionate, he's very good at it, but his inconsistency is killing him. And the new Italian Cody, he was pretty good at the University Games. I love the Italian men's team, honestly. Aside from, is this a deja vu? You need to medal and you cannot let those 2 medal. Please, I'm begging you. Let's continue with the girls. Freshly out of juniors, Anna Peseta, ginormous jumps. She is currently the Italian champion. While my girl Lara Naki Gutman, Lara was outstanding during the Grand Prix. Bronze at Finlandia Trophy, first Italian to medal at the Grand Prix since Carolina Kostner did in 2017. She is peaking and this is her moment to shine. She needs to get that European title. And the best thing is that she actually can do it. Shout out to her choreographers because they always come up with some original things. I'm rooting for you to get it all, Lara. To sum up, who will fly high? In pairs, Miniki, Metelkina Verufrik, Conti Amachi. Woman, Lara Naki Gutman, Kimmy Repond, and Loena Hendrickx if she's not injured. Why is it always when I finish recording that these news come out? Let's get all of these injuries out of the way before the Olympics, I agree. As for men, Adam Selevko, Grossel and Zero A King. Don't let this be the podium. Watch it be the podium. On the hunt, either Nina, Olivia Kaiser, Anastasia Gubanova, and Lorraine Schild. And here I think there could be very nice surprises. Well, surprise but not surprising, you know? My bets are Romani and Julia Sauter, and Jana Jyrkinen from Finland, who last year struggled because of growth spurt. It's kind of hard to say who is on the hunt for pairs. There is a very clear differentiation between the top 3 and the rest. And this is in no way to disrespect them, because I honestly prefer some of the teams that are the second tier, like Gilardi Ambrosini, Hock and Kunkel, and a pair that I have not mentioned before now, the Polish pair Chetanina and Wozniak. They have great personalities on the ice. If you only ever watch the last group, and they don't make it, definitely look them up because they are quite good. They have very solid elements. And finally, the Hungarians, Pavlova and Shevchenko. This second tier really would need the top 3 to mess up big time for medaling. The men's event is gonna be the hardest to really predict because they are just so damn inconsistent, but half of them are contenders. Whomever medals is gonna be reduced to who fold the list. Or if you have the right political backing, which is a shame. Matteo Rizzo, Nikolai Mamola, Lukas Brycki, and oh my god, I have not named Denis Vasilyevs once. Fan favorite, Denis Vasilyevs has a very strong chance. Well, if he skates clean. 6th last year, one of the most gorgeous performers out there, in every sense of the word. Also on the hunt, the Selevros. Psst, psst. If you missed it, I recapped the Selevros last year in this video. Selevros, you better win. We'll soon find out who flew the highest and who flew too close to the sun. Like, subscribe, and I will see you next week. Happy European watching! Bye! Do you think the judges will need some binoculars this year? Because they're going blind.